Esports, gaming's final frontier and the possible future of sports. If you are watching this and have no idea what's going on, you're probably in the majority of people, but that may soon change. Over recent years, the esports scene has gained plenty of steam, propelled into the spotlight by games such as League of Legends and Overwatch, which have amassed dedicated fan bases spread around the globe. Earlier in the year, Blizzard Entertainment launched the Overwatch League, a 12-team league with franchise teams representing cities from all over the world, such as Boston, New York, Los Angeles, and Shanghai. Touted as the first truly global professional esports league, its inaugural season started out with a bang, attracting over 10 million viewers in the first week of matches alone, according to Blizzard. Overwatch League's success continued over the 6-month season, with viewership exceeding expectations and interest in the league exploding. A week before the season's playoffs started in July, ESPN, Disney, and Blizzard Entertainment announced a multi-year deal to stream Overwatch League playoffs, in addition to next year's second season, which kicks off in May. The Overwatch League Championship broadcast numbers were not phenomenal, as the Nielsen overnight ratings estimated 215,000 households tuned in to watch the league final live on ESPN, a low number compared to ESPN's other programming at the time. However, the finals generated plenty of views online on the streaming service Twitch, where the majority of the season had been broadcasted. According to a press release by Blizzard, the final drew nearly 10 million viewers over its 2-day span, with the average minute audience hovering around 800,000 viewers spread throughout multiple partnered platform streaming sites, including the ESPN broadcasts. The league concluded with the London Spitfire taking home the inaugural season crown, along with a hefty payday of $1 million. Esports have now spread to the college landscape, and teams are popping up at universities all over the country, including Harrisburg University. The HU Storm team was announced earlier in the year and competes in Overwatch, League of Legends, and Hearthstone, all games made by Blizzard. I spoke with Titus Bang, a member of the Storm League of Legends team, to better understand why the popularity of esports has exploded recently.
So, before I came here, I was originally doing musical theater at the University of Central Florida. So it's interesting for me, coming from the outside in almost, to see this esports trend grow. And I think one of the reasons why esports is growing is just the accessibility of it and how it can reach to such a wide audience around the world. And I definitely saw it at Hugh Fest. We brought 32 collegiate teams from all over the U.S. That so many different people were able to play the game, guys or girls, and people that with physical disabilities or not, it didn't matter. They all played on the same equal playing field. They were just as good as everyone else. And I think that's really one of the reasons why esports is getting a lot of steam right now.
I also spoke with Hearthstone player Jonathan Hollywood Song and League player Josh Moss Street to find out their opinions on the matter.
So I think as more people start watching esports and getting into it, it becomes more and more of a mainstream thing. And as more people take notice of how it's actually intriguing and engaging, because all of the talk shows and the casting that goes on during these games just generates more interest, because it's basically the same as what you would have, let's say what Tony Rome was doing at the football games. Basically, he's just casting the games. That's commentary is what keeps people engaged in the games, because it helps you understand what's going on. So since there's a lot of that going on right now, and it's really high quality, it just gradually gets more and more people's interests. And trends of these happening is showing that so 4 years ago when I was playing, there were only the top amateur teams were getting small salaries of maybe $300. And slowly as the years move on, there's always more money being put into these games, and now some of these amateur teams are getting $1,200 a month per person, which is actually starting to become a feasible job for some people if they can get good enough at the game.
Totally. At the end of the day, it's all entertainment, right? Video games can be very entertaining, and that itself is capturing the demographic of kids and even adults. They're you fight each other, kind of you're on a team and stuff, and you have each different role, just like a regular sport.
Esports has not only grown as a product, but as an industry, creating hundreds of new jobs related to the sport. The director of esports at Harrisburg, Chad Smeltz, says this is an aspect of esports which people often don't acknowledge, and that esports is here to stay.
I think it's a combination of the culture changing a little bit. 5-10 years ago, probably like 10 years ago, video games weren't as popular or in the common culture. And now between games like Minecraft or Fortnite and less competitive games that everybody can join into, or games that are even competitive in nature, that's been a huge help. I also think on the business side and the investment side, it's starting to become increasingly more obvious that esports is here to stay, that it can be fiscally a great idea to get involved on that side too. So all of a sudden you see sports teams trying to jump in, you see endemic and non-endemic sponsors, you see a lot of people from a lot of different groups interested all at the same time, and that's why I think it's exploding right now.
The numbers suggest that esports will continue to grow, and both Blizzard and Harrisburg University are banking on it too. Overwatch League has added 6 new expansion teams in preparation for its second season, and the Storm plan on adding more full-ride scholarships for esports in addition to the 16 it already has. With the world around us gradually becoming more digitalized over time, the idea that esports could eventually compete with the likes of the NBA and NFL doesn't seem too far-fetched. But for now, esports remains waiting in the wings, ready for its chance to strike. For the Slate News, I'm Noah Schatzer.